morning. Welcome to our master bedroom. This morning I was guided to set us up in our altar, in front of our altar. An intimate morning with one love and gratitude. We're going to give some time for everyone to come. We've gotten a few requests already, so thank you so much for sending us your messages or prayer requests. But just come in, settle in, quiet your mind, quiet your heart. What does that mean, to quiet your mind and quiet your heart? For me, it just means to let go of everything that happened prior to now. And if you find yourself watching this now, be here now. And if you can't be here now, then turn it off. Or choose to watch at a later now, where you can't be here now. I choose to be here now with you.
And we choose to be here with you. Like Eva.
Good morning, Eva.
Dana, Darlene. Just give it, give it a minute or two. Just gonna
Yeah. Are you okay with no talking right now? So much love coming from right behind us. Very sacred. Quite a day yesterday here in the USA. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Oh, Stephen Michael. Good morning, brother.
Brother.
Thank you for being here with us. I wanted to begin by saying Happy Dasara. Dasara, in the Hindu tradition, is a celebration on this 10-10 day. Where victory, the light has victory. The 9 days prior have been just digging and offering and reflecting and examining what no longer serves us, what's coming up to be healed, and what a reflection yesterday. What a reflection of what is asking to be healed. I mean, this is what we've experienced in this debate, what was called the nastiest debate in U.S. history. First time that a woman and a man
are warring in
are
public.
warring in public. And what are they talking about? Sexual issues. I mean, it's perfect. The script is written, everybody. And we're going deep. We're going deep, 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 deep. You know, what we've seen in the macro is happening in the micro. It's uncomfortable, it's uneasy, but there's grace all around us to dig deeper. We're going to continue riding this morning in that wave of grace with you in prayer, in song, in reading. And so, if this is your first time tuning in to our One Love and Gratitude prayer call, welcome. And if this is your 5th time, 6th time, whatever it is, thank you for being here. Our Our intention is to just create a coherent field of love, of beauty, of wisdom, of grace, of peace and harmony for all those that are saying yes to now, because if you're saying yes, you're going to tune in to something that you're going to recognize. We say good morning to you, Victoria. We have such family all over the world that tune in. Pakistan, the UK, Australia, Kauai, Ireland, Scotland. We truly are one global family.
Once my heart was overcome with fear, and it seemed as though my only food was tears. A veil so thick I couldn't feel you here, and my heart was longing just to see you clear. It was there in the silence you broke through my pain. Whisper words of wisdom as I released my shame. And now a brand new story with a brand new name. I am. But for the grace of love, but for the grace of love, but for the grace of love, where would I be? Where would I be? There were many days that I felt all alone, felt as if I were a stranger even when I was at home. I was looking to tomorrow for relief, the hope of finding heaven if I could just believe. And then you came like glory rushing in. As soon as I surrendered, was like I was born again. But for the grace of love, but for the grace of love, but for the grace of love, where would I be? Where would I be? But for the grace of love, but for the grace of love, but for the grace of love, where would I be? Where would I be? Where would I be? But for your grace.
You have a new contraption and it was slipping gracefully. It's like, wait, I'm slowly coming out of the frame. Oh, that's a brand new one, everybody, from the beloved Anna Powers, just last week. Hopefully this thing stays. We got one of those new phone attachments. Welcome if you're just joining. Grace is present. Grace just is. Let's open up and receive. I wanted to read something to you. Did I do something? From one of my favorite books called Oneness. I feel like... Sorry guys, this camera is doing something weird here, so I'm going to do something. Bear with me. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna do something. Stay with us. It's not an earthquake. All right. We love you. Thank you for your grace. Good? Kind of? As I always say, these are the early days. I have a vision of us having a studio, professional studio. We can do this for reals. Where I'm not sweating trying to move cameras. From the book called Oneness by Rasha. She writes, "The exercise of using might to thwart the collective will of another group of beings is a way that you, as the human race, have reinforced the energy of separation throughout your history. That very inclination is the characteristic that has obstructed your efforts toward unification as a race of beings that has prevented the manifestation of the best interest of all humankind. You may ask then, what are you to do when confronted with the opposing viewpoints of another being or an expression of a collective will?" And that's what we're dealing with right now here with the debates, the Republicans versus the Democrats, the masculine versus the feminine, the government versus the non-government, and on and on and on. You begin not with the scrutiny of the other party's motives, but with your own. You begin by digging honestly beneath the surface of the stance you've taken and exploring the real basis for your own position. Chances are, if you approach this exercise in full honesty with yourself, you will recognize a fortress built on a foundation of ego, an expression of will rooted in the fear of suppression by the will and ego of another. This is hardly the recipe for oneness, much less for the world peace, to which we all pay much lip service to. The concept of oneness as a collective of humanity cannot begin to be realized without a thorough analysis of the hearts of all who comprise it. Those who put the full force of their will behind the suppression of the best interest of another serve only to reinforce the polarity that exists between you. In so doing, you widen the rift that keeps all of humankind in a state of separation from each other and from that unification and oneness toward which all creation now is striving. In continuing to act out the habitual patterns that reinforce your might makes right mindset, you thwart the very momentum toward which you strive. You cannot hope to achieve peace and harmony in the collective without applying the true essence of that concept in your interpersonal relationships on an individual basis. In scrutinizing your own position on a given issue, you're able to recognize the areas in which you are directed by the motivations of ego to assert your will over that of another. When you take a closer look, a natural solution ultimately presents itself that allows both parties to honor the expression of their true essence without causing injury or harm to anyone. That optimum solution is the one that must be sought on all levels in order that the vibrational pitfall of compromise be circumvented and true peace be achieved. The answers you seek in your personal lives are no different than those that you seek in your neighborhoods, your countries, and in your global interactions. All must be addressed in terms of energy in order for a lasting solution to be realized. For energy that is thwarted rather than transformed will only resurface with renewed force in another form, regardless of how carefully you have crafted the terms of your half-hearted contractual agreements. Stop looking for the self-serving motives of the other side and begin looking at the self-serving motives that underlie your own actions. That is the basis for the true harmony you all yearn for at the deepest level. For our world situation is no more than a magnified reflection of the energy of the collective consciousness. You are a part, we are a part of this group dynamic. And the only way to shift the worldview is to shift the thrust of what you project upon it. Each of you, one conflict at a time. By shifting the energy you project onto even one seemingly inconsequential encounter, you shift the vibration you project on the macrocosm of your world. If each of us did that, in every instant, where our own personal will butts head with that of another, you will have world peace. And ultimately the oneness that each of you cries for throughout all of creation. I know that was a little long, but I pray that you're still with us. And go back to that and hear. That's one of my favorite books, and I asked Spirit, I was looking through what wanted to be read today. I said, Spirit, just speak quickly, and I opened right up to that, and it couldn't have been more perfect for the state of the states of where we're at. We have manifested something that is perfect for us all to look at.
To all of these things in our own lives, because really this is all just a reflection of who we are. And somebody was saying yesterday, it was Maureen yesterday in her message, talking about thank you for all the coaches in our life, whether they be the ones that we totally appreciate and see as coaches, or the things that are in front of us that don't necessarily feel like a positive coach, but the things that are saying, hey, there's something inside of you to examine, something inside of me to examine. Does. It searches out in our darkness. There's a verse from the Psalms that King David would cry out and say, search me, O God, know my heart, know all of the anxious. In some translations he says wicked, the deceitful, the shadow, the duplicitous thoughts in me, and lead me into the way everlasting, the way of the light, the way of the truth, where I'm free from the shadows and illusions of my own making, my own creating. I used to ask, why are you downcast, oh my soul? A heart in anguish felt like nothing
let go. You tried it every other way.
Here and now, in this place, let go and watch how everything will change like glory coming down, and heaven is on earth as we open to the truth, like a mother giving birth, and our spirits start to fly. Our love can never rise when we're walking in the light. Oh, we're walking. No, we're walking. Oh, we're walking in the light. Oh,
We're walking, we're singing, we're praying in the light. So right now I invite you to go within and close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, or just stay and hear these words of English that truly, ultimately do not encompass and communicate the ineffable, indescribable, undefinable presence of light that we are, that is at the core of our very being, that is behind everything. All of creation is animated by this light. And I know on this 10-10 day that we call 10-10 is a gateway, is a portal of opening, a diamond light bathing us. It's been called starfire, starlight, angel light. We are basking in this light. And I invite every single one of us to imagine this diamond opalescent light pouring through you, all your centers, clearing out, cleansing out all the debris in all your cells and all your atoms, everything, basking you, bathing you in this light. And so that you see yourself as a radiant beacon of heaven light, of starlight. And what I know is that that magnifies and magnetizes to you everything that you require for your good life, for your great life, for your peaceful life, for your secure life. That many of us right now are experiencing conditions that feel scary, uncertain, causing us to close up our centers, close up our actual cells, because fear does this. Fear closes us up. It shuts us down so that we can't receive the light. And so what I'm claiming here for everyone listening right now is to know that right now you are safe. That right now you are bathed in grace. And as each one of us chooses to accept, embody, integrate, believe in this grace, scientifically what happens in our bodies is we open up to receive. And I know that each of us are worthy to receive all that we are requiring, all that we are imagining for our good. I know some of us are wanting health in our bodies. We want to feel good. We want to wake up and be able to breathe with ease. Some of us are requiring shelter, that place that we can go home and be ourselves and feel good about where we come home to. Some of us are looking for that love, that partner in life, that person we can journey with and exchange love with. And some of us are just needing some cash quickly. But all of that being said, I know that it all exists right here, right now. And so I place this request in this field for everyone that's here linked up. That your heart chalice, your chalice is empty. Empty out that chalice so that Mother, Father can fill it, overflowing with exactly what you were imagining for your good. Your good is guaranteed right now. This field of prayer is ripe with miracles. Because I know that my mind is the one mind. I know that as I speak it, I connect my mind to the one power, the one mind, and I speak it and I declare it and I create a mold for all of us to receive just what we need when we need it. No sooner, no later. May peace and harmony rule our hearts. May humility and kindness be restored in our interpersonal relationships. May the war of the roses stop. May we reach across the table to the other and say, I am you, I see you, and I love you. I thank you. I'm sorry for forgetting who you are. I'm sorry for forgetting who I am. Please forgive me. Please forgive me.
As we are at this precipice of a world that is feeling at a fever pitch because we are so at war within ourselves collectively, I call upon you, our mother, the mother within us all. May we surrender. May we surrender to your grace. May we look beyond ourselves. You have given us such a gift. When we are able to honestly see the truth of who we are, the gem, the innocence, the divine innocence of who we are, and we get out of ourselves and give and allow you, Divine Mother, to flow through us. We extend this healing to everyone around us. And so I ask right now that you would give us the courage to step outside of ourselves and give up our need for being right in exchange for our desire for peace. We know that love, your love, is always leading us to a higher expression of ourselves, to a higher expression of each other. And I ask for the courage to be able to see each other through the lens of love, to see the glimmer of the innocence within each of us, that we would only act knowing that we are all doing our best in every moment, and that we can release each other in grace and know and trust that this divine flow is carrying us. It's carrying us to our higher calling, which is love. Thank you for every person that said yes to be here today. Thank you for the gift they are. Thank you for the truth that flows out of them. Thank you for their willingness to share their heart, their vulnerability to say, yes, I need help. May we all stay in that place of just relentless grace for ourselves, receiving the grace that is just wanting to rush in, and then give it and give it and give it and give it and forgive and forgive and forgive again and forgive again, and know that every time we do, we are being healed. We are experiencing healing. We are the divine healing. We are the divine harmony. We are the magical and perfect outcome of grace in our lives and for the life of the planet, our beloved Gaia. May we tread lightly with each other. May we trust that you are alive in every single pair of eyes we look into. There's no convincing, no cajoling that is necessary. There is only us allowing grace to wash through, pour through.
I choose to speak for those that are in Standing Rock right now. May they, all of them that are standing there in solidarity with all the tribes, all the colors of the rainbow, at this prophesied time in human history, we send our love. We ask for remembrance by those that are imposing their will upon another. And may all of us remember that this holographic universe is responding to our inner core. We are fractals of each other. And as we go within, as it was said yesterday, to the twin within, that the war out here is because of the war in here. And we bring this peace and harmony here, right here. I know that our world is changing because we are changing. And so, with great gratitude for this time of sinking deep into the one heart, the one mind, the one power that dwells within every single one of us, with a grateful heart, I release this prayer. I let it go. It ripples into the love matrix and touches where it needs to touch and returns to us. Done. It is done. It is done. As together we say. And so it is. Thank you so much for being with us today. Share this with your friends. And join us next week.
You can see on the news, Victoria, Michael, Jen.
There's a lot with us. All right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Dana.